watch the wicket for the second match. Do you think that according to the wicket, we have to change the 11?
Look, there are a few questions to obviously answer. And number one is how hard it is for those bowlers who just played 3 days ago in this heat. They bowled 30, 35 overs. So we just need to make a final decision if physically the guys can do it again. Because I think the wicket looks like a pretty good wicket once again. The humidity is tough, the heat tough. So we will make a decision once we've had a look at guys finally today before we're deciding on the makeup of the side for this next test match.
Sir, I have two questions. Have you seen the wicket? If it is, what will be your prediction this time? And second one is any changes in opening pair, or you want to give Saif Hassan to more opportunity? Thank you.
Firstly, the wicket we saw it yesterday. I haven't seen it yet today. It's still under a bit of a Hessian cover, so I haven't seen it today, but I did see it yesterday. Looked pretty good wicket. And then Saif Hassan, yep, I definitely still want to give Saif Hassan another go. Opening the battings, hard in test match cricket. A lot of openers, particularly when they just come into size, take a little bit of time to find their feet. So we want to provide him with another opportunity tomorrow. I think it's always nice to have a right hand and left hand opening combination. So, yep, Saif will play tomorrow.
Coach, about the fast bowling, the trio who played, you're impressed with all three. You think they should get another go in the next test match, particularly with the way Taskin bowled and Ibadat created a few chances as well?
Yeah, look, Isam, obviously, I think they probably are three leading fast bowlers at the moment. I've been very impressed with what I've seen, particularly with the young player like Shoriful. He showed some really good stuff just in the nets. I would like to keep the same three going, but like I said earlier, I need to see how they are in terms of the workload that they've just had over the last test match. It was 3 days ago. They bowled a guy like Taskin bowled 37, Everett bowled 30, Rai bowled 20 odd. So I need to make sure that they're fresh and ready to give 100% again over the next couple of days. We've given them 2 days off. We just want to see how they feel in today's light practice that we're gonna have, and then we'll make a final decision. But I think first prize would be to try and play all three again. I want to try and be as consistent as possible in selection and give guys as fair crack as possible to perform at test match level. As you can see, a lot of them have only played 6. I think Taskin's played 7. I think Rai's maybe played 18 tests. So they're very inexperienced, and the more opportunities we can give them, the better for them.
Coach, just one more question. Last year, before the Zimbabwe test, I don't know whether you remember, but you said that you wanted to build a fast bowling unit for overseas test matches. I think you have Zimbabwe coming up in June, where you'll have some conditions where fast bowlers are. My question is that the path that you're taking still?
Absolutely. We need to make sure we've got 5 or 6 fast bowlers that are ready to play test match cricket at any time. And like I said earlier, I think the 3 that played the last test are probably leading the pack at the moment. But in the wings, we've still got Mustafiz, who's an experienced bowler. We've got Shoriful, who's shown good work. Khalid's back in the mix. So we're starting to get some depth in our fast bowling department and some competition for places, which I think is very important for us.
Coach, about the batting, you obviously you are going to go with 6 batsmen again the aggressive route.
Look, I need to chat with the selectors, but I think that is the way for us to try and move forward here. Obviously, when you've got Shakib in your team, it allows you to play 7 batters because you all bowl his overs. But when you don't have that all-rounder, we've got to try and be brave and try and have 5 bowlers who can get us 20 wickets. So I still need to sit with the selectors this afternoon and get their opinions and see what their thinking is. So if it was solely up to me, that's probably the way I would go. But there's a panel of selectors that need to be consulted with, and it's got to be a decision that we all got to support, irrespective of what it is.
And the attitude of Shanto and Tamim, and Mominul in terms of their innings. You're very how encouraging has that been for you?
No, I've been very pleased. I mean, Mominul's been a consistent performer for the Test side now for a period of time, and I'm thinking to get another 100, his 11th Test 100 is a fantastic achievement. I'm really pleased for Shantu that he made a big score. Gives him a bit of belonging in the Test arena. Gives him a bit of confidence to know that he can do it. If he sticks to his game plan, and great to have Tamim playing with good intensity and intent at the top of the order for us. So very pleased with the way those three went about their innings in the first Test match.
Yes. Coach, Sri Lanka have made 2 changes in their squad. They have taken one spinner and one pacer. So do you think that if the spinner will play in the 11, so it will be the advantage?
Look, Ruben, I'm not sure what Sri Lanka's strategy is going to be. That is not for me to be too concerned about. They must come up with their reckoning. So I'm sure they will pick whoever they think they need to pick according to the wicket conditions. So I'm not too perturbed about what the makeup of their side is. My focus is mainly on what the makeup of my side is going to be at the moment.
So my question is a bit different from what everyone's been asking. I guess it's not to do with tomorrow's Test match per se, but you know, we know that you were under Mickey Arthur in the South African setup. So now you're facing him in a Test match, you know, in a team against him. So what can you tell us about the experience you've had of being with Mickey Arthur and you yourself learning as a coach under Mickey Arthur? And what's the prospect of facing him coaching 2 different subcontinental teams like?
So firstly, I've never worked with Mickey Arthur. Mickey Arthur was the national coach before I got involved, so I didn't work in Mickey Arthur's management team. But look, I know Mickey Arthur reasonably well. We've spent a bit of time together in South Africa. We've spent time together when he's been with opposing teams. He's a good man. But no, his coaching style, I'm not too clued up on it because I've never worked with him before, so very difficult for me to comment.
And my second question is that when it comes to this team setup, we're starting to see a blueprint. You're playing with a lot more fast bowlers. You want to go with the left-right combination at the top of the order. Before this Test series started, there was talk that you know, you might be under pressure as far as your national team head coach job is concerned. So do you think after the first Test match, that pressure has been relieved a bit? And also, do you think you deserve a bit more time to implement your strategies and your team combinations in this setup, because, you know, Bangladesh don't play tests regularly?
Yeah, look, it's disappointing when a drawn Test match is seen as a massive success. I'm not here to try and draw Test matches for sure. We don't want to lose Test matches, but I mean, I think we've got to have a mental shift, and that's something we're trying to instill in our teams, that we've got to try and play to win and not just merely be happy with draws. Look, I've had 6 or 7 Test matches. You guys there? Can you hear me? I've had 6 or 7 or 8 Test matches with the team now, and I think I sort of understand our team and our culture, and I sort of know where there are areas that we need to improve on, particularly on the mental side of things regarding Test match cricket. A long way to go. There's a fear of losing Test match cricket, and that's something we've got to try and come away from. We've got to play to win. At the moment, I feel we play not to lose. Winning games, we'll be able to make that mental shift, but that's something that we're really trying to get into our side, is to not play to lose, but try and play to win. And until we change that mindset, we're always going to be okay with mediocrity, and that's not something I want to be part of. We want to make sure that we taking our team forward and playing the game to try and win. We've got to bat first in tough conditions. We've got to declare in time to give ourselves enough time to to bowl size out. And those are the small shifts you've got to make as a team if you want to become a serious test playing nation.
Hi, Russ. Are you surprised a bit about Rahi's bowling last match? And one more question is, are you looking for the win the series after drawing first match?
Absolutely, we want to try and win the series. I mean, it'll be a great achievement if we can. We know we're going to have to play well throughout the 5 days. Sri Lanka, tough side to beat, especially at home. We want to try and play to win the series. We know it's tough to win in Sri Lanka. But our focus is making sure we start the test well and focus on one session at a time. So, yep, definitely have ambitions of winning a series. We know it'll be a massive achievement for Bangladesh to try and win a series in Sri Lanka. It's something we've set ourselves a goal at doing, trying to win a series away from home. So that's definitely something that we want to try and achieve over the next 5 days. The other part of the question was
how are you surprised a bit because Rahi was the main test bowler for us, test pacer, that last match performance of him?
Yeah,
his
look,
bowling.
he hasn't. I mean, he hasn't played for a while. It's the first test match since the test match against West Indies at 6-7 weeks ago. I know he's a quality bowler. The wicket probably didn't suit him in the first test match. We're going to have a look at the wicket today. But generally, he's the most consistent bowler in Bangladesh and gives us good control. So I'm expecting to, if selected, put in a big performance over the next 5 days.